know. And the
Would it? If we got some real musicians who want to play their music on our show, send them my way.
If not, AI is going to do the job.
I am down to showcase Houston music in our intro.
Oh, yes.
We are. We've done it.
Yeah. Yeah. Back in the old days. Ooh, reminiscing.
But we also should showcase our Houston AI artists as well.
Yeah, we don't give enough shout out to homegrown Houston artificial intelligence. Right? On a semi-similar note, I have this like ridiculous dream that one day I'm gonna get you guys to play some sort of Dungeons and Dragons-esque game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've actually I've had like one D&D session, so I'm like novice to the stream, but I want to build it. I want to build it to take place in Houston. I want it to be an adventure that's Houston based.
Okay.
They'll have they'll have landmarks, they'll have notable names, they'll be factored into the story, and we'll all sort of explore it together. I feel like this band of formidable mages and sorcerers, knights and paladins could take this. Probably wouldn't even have that type of class. Probably have some sort of modern day thing. Somebody could be a DJ. Somebody could be a Uber driver. And we'll just have a skill set relative to that. Would you play that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I built that out?
Yeah, we'll play.
You mean as far as like a video game, or you mean like actual?
This is a tabletop.
Tabletop.
You sit around a table.
Okay.
You have like a character sheet with your stats. You got dice.
Okay.
And
walk
you through the scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. You heard it here, everybody. They're on the record. They've agreed. An oral agreement, a verbal contract. I just got to build it out.
Oh, wait, it's being recorded?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're live.
Okay.
It's on the okay.
You
broadcast.
didn't put a time frame on it, stuff, right?
That's right. And, John,
sure.
we're gonna be there all night.
We're doing it right now. I have it right here.
Like, how long do those campaigns take in general?
Like
depending on how you
level.
build it. Some can take a couple hours. Some can take multiple sessions.
Build one of them couple hours kind of.
Yeah.
Just get around the board and be through.
Unless it's really good.
Yeah, I would have to experience that level of goodness. I believe
the level of goodness.
Yes.
I told you I've never done it before. Now it's got to be a level of goodness attached.
It has to be a level of goodness. My kids love Candyland. And one of the things I love about Candyland is the game is pretty quick. If you're getting the special cards, you just jump over the board really quick and you're done. 2-3 games, boom, we out of there. Did it in 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Now you got to settle in for this one.
Now this one, it sounds like it's like you got to have your snacks, your drinks, your water, pillows.
Got to take off work. What do you mean?
You gotta tell your family you're not going to be coming home for a bit.
Yeah,
it's like a lock-in situation.
Oh gosh, no.
But this is the Can't Tell Us Nothing show, everybody. So if you do see that happening, that is a Can't Tell Us Nothing Houston D&D scenario. Do not take it from me. I'm gonna build it. I will. I just need time and someone else who's good at it. Stop.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that are quick, this is quite the opposite. I want to give a shout out to Cory Booker, the senator from where are you from? New Jersey.
That's right.
I believe that there is an urgent crisis in our country that we are not talking about. It's not a left-right crisis.
Tandy, what is he talking about?
Antoine, the basis of all of his speeches tonight were just about the crisis facing this country. about whether or not we're a country that wants to go backward in time, remove all these safety nets and safeguards, and change these things, which have made, in his estimation, this a great country. If we want to go there, if we want to go backward, or we want to move forward. And he spent a lot of time talking about the different challenges that we're facing. Very impassioned speeches. Like, you think, okay, because first let's talk about it. This guy was filibustering on the floor to prevent. I guess what would they consider in the
They're
nomination?
closing Social Security offices.
Look at him. Don't stop. I mean, yeah, look at him. So all of these speeches were impassioned, and I understand that, like, his
One of my
staff.
colleagues stood up here and said that's already cutting benefits if you can't access the folks.
Imagine making
And ads.
Keep
going.
So just so everyone's on the same page, Phil, I looked up the definition of filibuster.
Yes.
It's an action such as a prolonged speech that obstructs progress in a legislative assembly while not technically contravening the required procedures. Assuming he's saying that y'all can't meet until I get done.
There
legally.
you go. He's going to put it off. It's usually something you don't want to happen, and so you just do this to delay, because it doesn't prevent, but it delays.
So he was able to delay it 25 hours.
Yes, he was.
Giving a speech 25 hours worth of material on why it should not happen.
Right. Now, let me, to be fair, it was not just him speaking, right? So you had other senators, his friendly senators. They could ask him questions. They could not make a speech, even though their questions were speeches. They could not make a speech, but they
questions like an hour long,
right? According to the rules of the Senate. And he had to be there, and he could, take their question and answer their question. So I understand his team wrote a lot of the things, or made some bullet points for him to follow. And
I like to ask a question.
Yeah.
First, in order to understand this question, you have to understand me. I grew up in a small town in Kentucky.
Exactly. That's exactly how it went. I remember.
Let me tell you what Kentucky is.
Okay.
You and I met over. Yeah, it went just like that.
But one of the things that comes to mind, two of the things that come to mind is, one, when I see this video, he immediately reminds me of Keegan-Michael Key. Yeah. So it's hard to see the video without hearing it, because it makes me want to feel like it's a sketch that's going to break out. The second thing that comes to mind is, for him to be able to do this, I couldn't imagine if he was like giving his child like this long, drawn out speech about why they should do something. When he has the capacity to do it for 25 hours, like, the kid would get just lambasted with all the reasons why they should do anything if they got in trouble. So to me, that's a pretty impressive skill that I'm sure he can use as a parent.
Yeah.
The people I read said that when we kicked it to 21, not even what they were asking for from 35, it exploded. One of the main reasons it exploded our debt. And we read from conservative groups who just said all these promises that we would grow our way out of our deficit.
I read a comment from somebody who said they worked in his office at some point, and they're like, that man drinks enough coffee to do this for 72 hours straight. Y'all ain't seen nothing. And like, this 25. They're like,
I believe it.
He played football, so he knows pain and endurance, right?
He knows endurance.
He's a lawyer.
Toughness.
He can talk.
Yeah.
He can talk your butt off.
Yeah.
Well, it was the right combination of things.
It's the right combination.
Plus an impassioned, and he has an emotional commitment, I believe, to what he's doing. So all of those, it was all the right things. And I think people are responding because they're like, just do something. Don't make it easy for these, put up a defense, right? We know we losing. We know the cards are stacked, but try, do something.
Yeah, the Democratic Party has gotten a lot of flack for doing not enough.
Putting up signs.
Yeah. So Tandy, do you feel like this is more in line?
I mean, well, you know what? It's something within the process that's going on, right? It's not going to change anything. I don't know that they have the votes to change what he was trying to stop, but at least that man got 25 hours of press. come on now. If nothing else, you're making people aware of the fact that you're against this. You're talking out loud. We assume everybody's against it, but you don't hear everybody say anything. And almost anybody can do this, right? This isn't an impossible thing. They've had so many um uh not positions, offices approved and passed, and with maybe just a short speech, but come on, get up and do something like this. At least it obstructs the legislative process. I'll say that more so than some of the other things. It's just good to see somebody fight, right? That's all it is. It's just good to see somebody fight.
Do you guys think that that politicians, Congress is sort of more like the WWE, where they all come out and they're like, that guy is the worst. She's the worst. I want to wrangle their neck. And then they go in the back and they're all hanging out together.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree.
Yeah. Because
going to the same golf courses and, snickering about it, because they don't, in my opinion, feel the most, they don't feel the most intense part of the laws that they're fighting for, right? That's the people in the cities and the slums, etc. So,
right,
of course,
they have insurance. They go to bed in a nice home. I mean, they're not really experiencing most of what the people they're representing are experiencing. So it's easy to be like, well, we'll get them next time.
Right.
It's like even in the Super Bowl. Even in the Super Bowl, you want the ring, but it doesn't determine your life. It may give you more money and you want that championship, but you're still a football player. You feel bad because you want to win, but what do you lose really when you lose? But
maybe politicians should make their salary should be the median of the state that they're from. The median salary of the state that they're from.
It probably
if your state is broke, you are a broke politician.
But they make so much more outside of that. That's the deal. That's what it is, man. They don't what's in it? What are they clearing? What is the president makes like 400 something thousand a year? There are people who do like software engineering who may make that or close to that, right? So it's not a lot. And I think like state representatives are like in maybe the 100,000s or something. That's nothing. But these people got lobbyists and people taking care of everything else, and it's a gravy train.
Yeah, the lobbying stuff is crazy.
But you got to give Corey some. I'm okay. You see, I'm hyped up, but I'm gonna stop watching. I'm gonna stop watching politics. But
that's what I've been waiting for.
Is this the Tandy? When he ran for office, I don't think they're from, because I went to grad school with his brother, and he came to visit his brother once, but I didn't really get to know him, but I know his brother better. I don't think they're from New Jersey. I think maybe he lived in New Jersey for some time, but that man moved to the slum of New Jersey. He didn't like have a palatial estate when he moved there. He was like hardcore Newark, living in the area where the people he was representing were living, and in a lot of ways faced some of the challenges they did. So just kind of putting his finger on the pulse of the people that he wanted to represent. That's enough.
To do it. That's the way to do it. That's what we need to see more of. It seems like they're so detached from the people they're representing that they get this money on the side and they're sitting up in a nice office and they're like, well, things are pretty good right now, right? I look around. Things look pretty good.
Everything looks fine to me.
We cut to a raft on the sea. John, come on, man. I've been pedaling for. Boy, you gotta wake up, man. I've been paddling for. I've been paddling for about 3 hours, man. It's your turn. I gotta get some rest. I gotta.
I'm sorry. I drank too much of that seawater and I was throwing up. I'm sorry I passed out on you, man.
Sorry.
Thank you.
It's been so rough. It has been so rough.
Okay.
I'll meet you. What's it like on? We're so tired back here. How's your end? What's it looking like up there?
How's it looking over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The water looks pretty calm. Got a nice breeze.
Well,
Yeah, it's okay.
have you have you did you look in the book to see if there are any more flares that we can shoot off and try to get somebody's attention, let them know we're out here?
I mean, no, I've just been kind of chilling and enjoying the ride. You know,
Enjoying the ride.
yeah, it's nice weather. So, you know, high 60s. Got a cool breeze going. There's some fish dancing out there in the water. I'll just watching those guys for a while.
My hand is cramped.
Huh.
I've been with this battle for over 3 hours straight. I was crying. You had your back to me. I just knew that you were finding something to help us get rescued. You're just doing a nature watch?
You
Yeah,
meditating?
Yeah. I mean, I've been doing a bit of that too. You know.
Hey, over there.
Oh.
Hey,
somebody.
bald guy.
Somebody.
What?
Do you
Oh,
need
yeah.
help?
Bald guy.
No, just enjoying the day. You doing all right over there?
What about that?
Yeah. It's a
We
nice
need help.
breeze.
The whole
It
world
is,
needs
right?
help.
I'll tell everybody that you guys don't need help.
We need help.
Have
Right.
fun.
Yeah.
Bye.
I'm Richie.
Summer.
My throat is so dry I couldn't even shout over you. What do you mean we don't need help? How could you do that
That
to us?
dude had a fruit Mai Tai in his hand. And you know they had food and water,
John,
Why?
clean water.
Why are you guys just drinking water if you're thirsty?
from where? What water? What are you talking about? John's been drinking seawater. He's thrown up like 15
They're throwing
times.
up like I'm seeing things now.
No,
I
John.
didn't want to tell y'all, but
No, John.
I've been seeing
What?
a two-headed shark is like following us, and I don't know if it's real or if it's the seawater. It's like it's all just. I just wanted to stop, and he was so close. We were so close. Why?
Okay, just I had this gallon jug of water, but nobody asked for any, so I was just sipping on it as we've been drifting out here. It's empty now, but
Oh my
yeah, I just finished it.
God.
Hey, bald guy.
Hey,
I'm a mermaid. Me and my mermaid
Yeah.
friends can take you to land if you guys are lost. Do you need
John,
help?
Do you see that? Do you see that mermaid?
I do see it, but I don't know if it's the
It's
seawater.
real. It's
or if
real,
it's
John.
This
It's
one
real,
is
John.
real.
It's
What about the
real.
two-headed shark behind us?
I think we're okay. So thanks for the
Okay.
offer. Yeah, we're just gonna
It's true.
we'll make our own way. Yeah.
I'll tell all
Strange
my
as it
beautiful
is.
mermaid friends.
Strange as it
Okay.
is, that might have
Right.
been the perfect answer. I heard that those could have been
Amici.
sirens,
Yeah.
and sirens are evil. And he might have made the right choice on that one.
I don't know, John. They look pretty real to me. One of them had a life vest on. You know, mermaids don't really wear those. I don't
Insane.
Yes, that's what it's like.
Mm.
Mermaid in a life vest. I can't swim.
Just learning.
Just learning. Yeah.
Just
I'm a
learning.
slow learner. All right, Tandy, you had another story that you wanted to share. Having to do with a father.
Yes. I when I saw this
Do you want to
story.
set this one up?
Yeah,
Replay a little bit.
Man's in trouble. Police say he left his kids to go on a job interview. Does this case highlight problems for other parents in
this in
similar
Houston?
situations?
What?
Shoot them on sight.
What?
Wow, plus call for violence against ICE agents on
Oh, okay. I was like, why would they kill them?
deportation to another level. That's coming your way tonight. The ICE.
The man said, shoot them on sight.
I was like, the kids, the father.
Yeah, I was like, man, this is extreme.
ICE agents.
Oh, okay.
What he was
That's
talking
still
about.
pretty extreme.
But yeah, that father, he left his 10-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 1-year-old at McDonald's while he went supposedly next door for a job interview, and he was arrested. He was arrested.
All right.
But there are a lot of
Child
people.
endangerment.
More than likely, but there were a lot of people coming to his defense. Right? They were saying,
Okay.
they're like several different answers. One was y'all are safetyfying these kids, right? They're like a fifth grader. Take out 10 years old and say this is somebody in fifth grade. A fifth grader can watch their 6-year-old sibling and their 1-year-old sibling. This it really wasn't anything to report. And then of course other people on the other end, like you say, child endangerment.
What was the guy originally from New York City?
Why? Because they make them kids get out there and get on. Yeah, they don't play.
The kids are in the first, second grade on the subway going
subway.
different places. But my point about this, it kind of depends on a few things. I didn't consider the age of the kids, and also kind of hearing a little bit more. It just kind of sounds like one of those. What was the movie Will Smith was in?
Oh,
Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness. Sounds like a Pursuit of Happiness when they don't go as well as that movie did, right? Like if he was in a job interview that could have changed his family's life, and he got everything falling against him, and he tried to bet himself. Man, that's a tough play. If it was like a job that he's made a lot of bad decisions, and so he has to do this because of the choices he's made, then I think that's still unfortunate, but it's kind of potentially one more bad decision you made in your life to go on top of this. Me, I would not leave my kids in McDonald's.
Right.
Sorry, I couldn't do that. I know I've been.
Where do you think they get this picture of him? Like, does he give them the picture, or does someone else give them the picture?
No, they definitely. It looked almost kind of like a mugshot in a sense. But it also could have been the worst one they found on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. So you got to make sure all these pictures are out there good. I told you about smiling, like these candid shots.
But that's crazy, man.
Like a candid shot.
Kids at McDonald's.
Yeah, that's messed up. They choose the worst shot. You're like, and that's what they do. Yeah, I think about this a decent amount. Like in my head, 10 o'clock is like, or 10 o'clock, 10 years old is like, you could leave the house and walk to the store like by yourself.
I did.
You could go to, if McDonald's was on the corner and I had a 10-year-old, I should be able to go, hey, here's some money. Go pick us up some food from McDonald's. And that should be fine for a 10-year-old. Now, I know there's
I could if I was with
1-year-old
kids. Yeah.
I think the 1-year-old really makes it the problem.
Yeah, the 1-year-old. Yeah. Yeah,
that's but if the 1-year-old's napping and the 6-year-old's playing and the 10-year-old's chilling.
At McDonald's.
Is it the McDonald's that's the problem? Does it need to be a Chick-fil-A?
Not Chick-fil-A. Now, yes, that's the problem. Chick-fil-A has a lot more eyeballs and a lot more. Well, cops would have been called instantly because there's too much visibility and accountability that's there. But if there was a place you had to store your children and know that
we should rank the fast food restaurants. Store
your children.
Children's storage.
Chick-fil-A is up there. McDonald's is not. It's just not up there.
Chick-fil-A and McDonald's are the only two places.
Maggione, what's the Luigi Maggione was founded at McDonald's. You can't have kids just. Come on, man.
Hanging out with assassins.
Too much shit happened.
Hanging out with assassins.
Chick-fil-A and McDonald's are the only two places that have like a play area, right? Like they're a dying breed.
Yes.
Chick-fil-A's isn't that great either. It's probably one of the worst of the play areas, but yet it's still a safer environment for the kids.
They should really have like.
It's dangerous. Why do we think it's dangerous?
And kids, McDonald's ain't really for the kids, man. You can't have an ice cream machine broken forever and really still love
And call you.
kids. Ain't no way. If you wanted kids, that ice cream machine would be working. Hence Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A don't ever run ice cream.
Oh God.
That's true. I don't think I've ever heard the ice cream machine was broken at Chick-fil-A.
They got like 4 of them, and they're like, we ain't never having that problem. Got one in every corner of the store.
We cut to a commercial shoot. All right. Cut. Look,
Okay.
I should have
going on
proofread
here?
this. I feel like you're going off the script, and it's weird. We're shooting this commercial for your restaurant, but you keep saying, "Feel free to drop off your kids," and
Absolutely.
I understand like kids are welcome and there's like a play area and stuff, but you keep saying, "Oh yeah, don't worry about them. Drop them off. Go ahead and handle your business. They'll be safe."
Yeah. So I thought my assistant kind of filled you in on the details of this in my approach, but I'll just spell it out for you one way here.
Please.
We have an absurd amount of ice cream in our freezers.
Okay.
We over ordered, and summer isn't here yet, so we would considering bringing in more children into the restaurant to make sure that we can kind of attack
How about this?
inventory.
How about this? Let's roll again. We'll just focus on the ice cream. Talk about the ice cream. That will bring the kids. Don't need the hammer on with the kid stuff. All right. Let's get this rolling. All right. Sound. Okay. Action. Go.
Here at John's Food and Treats, we aim to deliver a promising variety of foods, especially ice cream. And if you would like to come by anytime you want, just need to drop a kid off for a few minutes. We got plenty of ice cream for them, and they'll really like John's Food and Treats.
And drop your kid.
All right, hold on. Cut. Who is this?
What's wrong with the song?
I hired.
He wanted a theme song, something kind of catchy that the parents would remember. And
I don't have this in the script. I don't have someone coming out saying "drop your kids."
Listen, we're trying.
Why is that the jingle? Man. Shouldn't it be something with the name of the restaurant?
No, because we want it to stick in their minds. Yeah. Everybody does the restaurant. Everyone says the name. We want this. We're catering this commercial to kids. Okay. We need to sell the extra ice cream.
Well, technically, you're catering
to parents. We got this play place. I spent all this money on this play place, and ain't nobody playing on the play place, man. I need kids in the store, in the shop, eating ice cream and playing on this playground, so I can feel like I'm making money running a good business.
Good. Hey, let me call my partner. We'll bring the kids in, and
bring the kids.
I got kids. I got kids at home. I was gonna ask.
Is your kid? Come on,
kids. Yeah. Whose kids are these? They sign NDAs?
Yeah, they're actually all professional actors. 25 from the local area.
That's what we need. That's what we need.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, kids, get some ice cream. Get some ice cream in your hand.
Get some ice cream, kids.
Sure. Yeah. Have the kids eating some ice cream. Again, we don't need to focus on them. Focus on the ice cream. Focus on the food. You can even mention the play area. All right. Let's roll this again. We're losing daylight. All right. And sound, speed. All right. Action. Go.
Here at John's Food and Treats, we aim to deliver a one-of-a-kind experience. Check out all these kids. They like it.
Eat. There we go.
Look at there's a smile on all of their faces. Look at all that ice cream. Kid, what are you doing? What are you doing?
And scene.
Somebody's gonna get sick.
Look at all these kids.
Nice.
They love it. Really focused on
Yeah, focus on the
What?
kids.
getting
I,
kids
I
there.
over
leading
ordered
off the
on
right
ice
order.
cream. How much
Mhm.
extra ice cream did you over order so that you must make a commercial?
It's like one of them.
It's
It's
worth
like
it to make a commercial.
it's like one of them. Some fat finger key, the extra zero into the burger.
Yeah.
They
His
show up with
freezers
all
are
these
Really?
stuffed with
pallets
ice
of
cream. His
Mhm.
ice cream just melting on the side of the
Like,
freezer.
hey man, I thought we were a burger joint. What's all this ice cream? It's a new spin on the restaurant, I guess. Gotta
And
have
what
a
was the
bunch of
name of
kids
the
eat this.
restaurant again?
John's
and
Food and
Treats?
Treats.
Food and treats.
Yeah, we had to expand the name because of the extra
Yeah.
excess of ice cream and
But yeah, I don't think this dude. I'm not convinced he should have been arrested.
Right.
At 10 years
Yeah.
old, you should be able to go to order for yourself, be able to cook a meal,
Well,
be able to put up a tent.
but doesn't arresting the parent make the children more at risk?
Hmm. But they don't
It's
care.
like-
They don't
it's
care.
They,
like-
they just take them and they just leave, and the kids are still at the McDonald's. It's like,
They die. Like, we'll call somebody. Kid, you want to phone? Call somebody. No.
yeah, worried about
Yeah.
child endangerment, not worried about how it feels to see your parent get
Get
arrested
arrested.
because of you.
Mhm. So your
Because
fault.
of me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, 1-year-old baby. This is all on you.
If you weren't one, you wouldn't have gotten arrested.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When you
Told you to stay on the slide, son. You just
You're
had
right.
to be out there in the bathroom.
Because if the 1-year-old wasn't with them, they probably would have got away with it. They
Of course.
probably would have made
Of
it.
course.
It would have been the
Somebody
perfect
catch
crime.
it. Yeah. Perfect crime. But the 1-year-old not playing is going to draw attention
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
The
Bunch of-
1-year-old.
Let's
Yeah,
say you're out
obviously.
and about with your kids
Yes.
and you need to drop them off somewhere. You need to go handle something. And you
Mhm.
can't bring them. Where do you
Church.
go?
That's why you. No, I mean, and it really, I know that it's difficult, really in our day and time. But this is why, even if you're in a city, because in my mind, I'm like, he didn't have no family, nobody. But a lot of people move to cities and they don't have people. But you gotta be a friendly, engaged, an engaged person, and able to connect with people so that you build those types of relationships. I'm not saying that's a guarantee that people are going to do it, but you can't, just see
Should be a
yourself as an
priority for
island.
sure.
Yeah, you can't see yourself as an island and like, oh, I don't need nobody. I just got these kids, and we
Nah,
gonna
you need
make it.
You need a
people.
community when you got kids for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
Um,
Yes, you do.
and that was another thing to your point. Yeah, for him to not have anybody to help him in that situation, reminded me of a situation once where a friend of mine was trying to do a job and he had to bring his kids to the job, and I was coming, he was a referee, such, and so when I pull up, like in my head, it didn't dawn on me that what he was asking me to do was kind of like, hey, if I have to bring my kids because of the circumstance, and I have to do this job. So I pull up, and the police security that's outside of the games, high school games, I'm looking, and I mean, I'm nervous. I walk in, I'm looking for these kids, and I'm like, I don't see no stroller. I see all these people walking around, and this cop pulls me to the side. She's like, hey, are you the babysitter? And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what? And I have to think about it. I'm like, oh, yeah, you got the kids. And she's like, yeah, they're over here behind us. And man, that was just a bizarre experience. Nonetheless, I also knew I couldn't really judge him because I didn't know what circumstance it was for him to have to be to that extreme. I could have been judgmental. Like, man, why would you do this? Why would you put me in this? But at the time, I knew it wasn't really about me. And I had to make the kids comfortable until the dad got done and could actually get them back into feeling like they were safe. They went from police to me to, watching their dad in the game, and they're like, I've seen you a couple times, but I'm not like 100% comfortable, you know, and so to that regard, I can't 100% just go, yeah, he should have been arrested. I don't think you should ever take your parents away from the child unless the parent is in immediate, direct, or even potentially consistent, like danger to the child.
Right.
I just can't see that he was trying to get back on his feet, and you just
Yeah,
arrested
I mean,
him.
also
Back
the
under.
thing he was doing, the thing he was doing was trying to provide for his children.
Mhm.
If he was, if he was doing something stupid or something
Do that
completely
strip club?
ridiculous, yeah,
Yeah.
strip club.
Drop him off McDonald's
club.
to the strip club.
Yeah.
Selling drugs,
Gambling.
robbing the gas station,
All right,
gambling.
dude, I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah.
You get that ain't right.
Yeah, it's not right.
Yeah.
Fighting somebody. He man was in a whole job interview. And it
Fight-
probably went well, and they probably had him an extra 30 minutes over the time, and that's when he got busted. Well, I don't have to make any more
Walked out of the
decisions. You
job
got the
interview
job,
and there's a
sir.
cop waiting. Oh my
Yes,
God.
that's demoralizing. Man. That's like when you like, I can't win for losing. I can't.
Yeah.
It's just cards are stacked against me. Man.
Yeah, I mean, if it's going great, you can see the cop car outside, pull up to McDonald's.
Get arrested after a job interview is crazy, man.
Oh, man.
And lose your kids at the same time.
Oh, that's.
I'd like to say I'd be the type of person who could still hire him, but that's rough. Walk out of a job interview and get arrested immediately. Like, I don't know if we can. It just seems like you had trouble surrounding
you got an unusual amount of dark clouds, man. You can't take no chances.
Like I wish
We- We cut to an office. Hey, Antoine.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a quick question.
Okay. Shoot.
Yeah, every day you drive to work in the office, and you always get pulled over right as you're pulling into the parking lot. Like a cop just follows you in. It's a different cop every time, so it's like not one guy picking on you. But it's like you get pulled over every single day,
Tell me.
and then you're late. Yeah, you're late starting work. How long has this been happening to you?
It's been happening for like 3 years.
3
It's been
years?
happening for like 3 years. Yeah. It's awful. I look like a guy that they're after. And they think it's him every single day because he drives the same car I do. He drives a Ford Fusion. And he
Okay.
looks just like me. And they're certain he was in this area, but it's not.
What
me.
did he do? What did this guy do?
We cut to the police station. Hey, Detective Bob.
Yep.
I mean, I know you've had a rough couple of years here chasing down this dude, man, and keep busting the wrong guy.
When am I gonna catch Caesar? When am I gonna get him?
We're gonna get Caesar the dog strangler.
Caesar the dog strangler, man.
Yeah, when we're gonna get him. I've been thinking about that, man, and I'm your biggest supporter in this, but I think we should drop it. We are causing an unusual amount of stress to the citizens, and I don't want it to impact the man's life. It could impact the family. Caesar could be out of here. He don't even know if he's here. He could be in Lake Charles by now.
I'm this close. I've been working backwards on his license plate number. I'm finally down to the Z's. That first letter has got to be a Z or something.
So they think that I'm like some sort of dog strangler.
Wow.
I don't. It's like
That's
apparently
crazy.
this dude like strangled like 12 dogs over the last couple of years, and they're after him.
Wow.
I've never been like sure, I like dogs, and I go to the dog park all the time, even when I don't have one. I've never strangled a dog. That's not something I would do. You know me. I've worked here for years.
Right. Yeah. We're at PetSmart.
Yeah. I work at PetSmart. I love animals. I'm not going to strangle a dog.
Now I know hanging around the PetSmart is probably not a really good idea, and I've actually like arrested the same guy like almost every at least every Monday. I'm not the only one working on this case. The whole city. I'm not the only cop out there doing this.
I know.
But,
You've done a great
I mean,
job spreading the awareness of this guy. For
yeah,
sure.
but I'm just, come on now. I just here just listen to this.
I'm listening.
I think even though this guy who keeps getting off says he's innocent, I think he's really guilty. And one of these times I arrest him, I'm gonna find something in there.
And it
Well, you know
seems
what?
like they're
I'm
looking
gonna-
for something. It seems like they're looking for, like, they keep pulling me over and looking all through the car and like doing like a lint roller through the car for like dog hair or something, and they never get anything. I don't know why.
I don't want to alarm you, but I think I see them outside. They're pointing. They're pointing this way. I think they're coming.
Hey, excuse me. Hello, gentlemen.
Hey, morning, detectives.
Morning.
Hey, I'm sure you are familiar with my colleague here.
Of course I am, detective.
We were just in the neighborhood trying to eating some Panda Express and decided to stop in on here. I'm going to put a couple of pictures down on the table. They're pictures of some of the victims of the guy we're looking at. You can see the dog here and
Horrible
dog in
pictures,
this picture.
detective.
Yeah.
Horrible pictures.
Yeah, these are horrible pictures, right?
Right.
Yeah. My colleague here seems to believe all of these dogs here have at one point been a customer here at PetSmart, and just wondered if we could take a look around and just just take a look around.
Yeah, sure. Just don't break anything. If you need any help, we're here to help.
We sure are. Good luck, detectives.
I'm gonna leave these pictures here for you guys. Just take a look, see if you remember them, and my colleague are gonna start.
I don't know.
Walking.
We see a lot of small furry animals that come through the store. Could be hard to remember them all.
You hear how he's talking to us? His face is real deadpan, and then he's saying stuff like he's taunting us. You hear that?
Yeah.
That's why
I hear you, but he could that could be just his personality. He seems like a very introverted, analytical guy as well. So we've got to find more evidence. Okay, this is not just throw this guy in the bus. All right, gentlemen, thank you for your help. Again, here's the pictures. I forgot this last one. This poodle. So it was a few weeks old. I think it was 8 weeks old. It just came here for its first round of shots, and it was strangled. Unfortunately, not by its mother either. So take a look at this. We're gonna walk around and do your normal, regular jobs. Nothing else.
Okay.
Let us know if you need anything, detective.
Did you
see what I mean? This happens so often. I can't even muster the emotion to talk to them. Right? Just do what you got to do, and leave me alone. Is kind of how I feel about it. Can you believe these cops?
So this has been happening for 3 years. They've been following you around, and
like 3 years they've been thinking I'm this other dude, Caesar.
Wow, man, that's tough. I feel bad for you, and I feel bad for the dogs, and I kind of feel bad for them that they're just wasting their time with you, right? Because this is all just a waste of time.
Yeah, tell you what, you keep an eye on them, make sure if they need anything. I have an appointment at the moment. Got a dog I had to go trim the nails of, so I should get to that.
Yeah, you are the groomer here, so yeah.
I sure am.
Yeah. Have fun.
Okay, you see that? Now, add to the fact that he's real nonchalant when we come in. He should be outraged by the number of times he's been arrested and accused, but he's not.
That's true. That's true.
And then he knows we're here, and he's walking right into the dog grooming part of the building.
They're shutting the blinds.
Shutting the blinds.
I'm not gonna lie. He is giving me Dexter vibes.
You hear those dogs barking?
I mean, yeah, there's been a few dogs barking. It's PetSmart.
And scene. I got like a it's Chinatown vibe from that line. It's like, continue on Chinatown. Let it go. There you go. It's PetSmart. It's always dogs barking.
It's always dogs barking.
Be fine.
Oh, man.
And the idea that cops would be like, we've been harassing this dude for years. He should be more mad. He's clearly
You're like,
He's too inviting of this.
I've got nothing to hide. Oh, yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Be more upset.
Everybody does.
All right. Speaking of getting mad, Tandy, you had one more thing you want to share.
Oh,
Would you
yeah.
mind setting up what we're looking at here?
Oh, yeah. This isn't the first post or someone complaining of not getting into a high school student complaining about not being accepted at any of the major Ivy League schools based on their grades, the GPAs, all of that stuff, right? And especially with the what was it? The affirmative action case where, now colleges are not supposed to consider race. So all these people think that there's some unfair advantage and somebody has taken their rightful place, right? That they've earned this thing, but they've given it to somebody less deserving. So this particular instance is of a 17-year-old who says he has a 1580, scored a 1580 on the SAT, has an unweighted GPA of 4.0. He said he took some AP classes. I don't remember how many. And so that first list you showed were all the schools that rejected him. I think he only got into Georgia Tech, UT Austin, the University of Miami, right? Georgia Tech, UT, and U Miami, right? But he was rejected from all of these other places, right? So here, 34 ACT, right? This is all the stuff. And every time,
CEO of a business.
Oh, yeah. We'll get to that in his thing, right? So every time I read these, my first question is, what was the essay like, right? Because most people who feel that they deserve to go to an Ivy League, they all probably have the same stats, right? So what sets you apart when you are applying to college? So I'm like, what does that essay read like? Man, oh man, this essay right here. Not poorly written, no, major grammatical errors, but you just give me a paragraph.
You want to read the highlight?
Yeah, hold on. I can read it here in my hand. I don't have to look at that screen because I can't see nothing up there. Let me pull it up.
I tried to zoom in, but it would not.
Oh, no worries whatsoever. Let's see.
X is trash.
Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Did I just lose it?
I will. I haven't read this, but I'm gonna read this for now. A month later, I was still searching. Serendipity brought me to the Rionji Rock Garden in Kyoto, where a young Jobs once searched for a familiar answer. Okay.
No, you gotta read. Why? How did I just lose all the stuff that I just? Yeah. Went here. Let me see. Hold on. It's coming. Yeah, here it is. Okay, got it. Yes. Hold on. What's this essay?
No, I wasn't magically struck with the right answer. You got it?
Boo.
Like I wanted. But the deliberate imperfection of the stones, the paradox of asymmetry as both chaos and order, lodged itself in my mind, a quiet contradiction I couldn't let go. Maybe life is just this, a tapestry of contradictions where meaning isn't found in resolution, but in the act of exploring the in-between.
Oh, yes, his personal statement. It starts out, I will never go to college. I texted my mom January 14th, 2019. And for years, I believed this with every fiber of my being. At a young age, I saw that kids were funneled down the same narrow path: get good grades, attend a good college, land a good job, live a good life. It felt like a prescriptive formula, devoid of individuality. I rejected convention and took to self learning. By the age of 7, I was coding. By 10, I was giving lessons for $30 an hour. By 12, I published my first app on the App Store. By 14, my online gaming website was earning 60,000 annually. And by 16, I had a
Exit.
six-figure exit. Yes. YouTube was my personal tutor, teaching me everything from programming to filing my LLC taxes. Let's see. So he's doing all this stuff, right? He's in these meetings, and so all these, I'm paraphrasing, all these venture capitalists, right, or whatever the name of this place is. They're like, so you're not going to go to college, right? You're not going to go, because he's like, I didn't need college. Where's my favorite piece? Oh yeah. You read that. Yes, in my rejection of the collegiate path, I had unwittingly bound myself to another framework of expectations, the archetypal dropout founder. Instead of school teacher, it was VCs and mentors steering me toward a direction that was still not my own. My thought, I'm reading this thing, right? First off, yeah, you should be confident, right? Applaud yourself. But you did all of this, what you need to go to college for.
Mm.
You just said you taught yourself. You are, basic genius level. No, you've not expressed any interest in, other than computers,
Studying
like
anything.
anything else that you have a passion for. You haven't talked about, any deep dive or soul searching after you've achieved all these things. What's going on? It just really sounds like you're ticking another thing in the box, right? Just, oh, let me get a college degree, let me do this. And so all these other people are commenting similar things. And somebody's like, oh, this guy's going to drop out. He's not even going to finish. That's the first thing I see. Like, these people who have experience as admissions counselors, they're like, he's not even going to finish.
He doesn't
So,
need this.
he doesn't
That's
need
probably
it.
he doesn't need it, and that's probably what he wants to do. Attend to say he dropped out.
Mhm.
It didn't need it.
It's part of
He
the
can
thing.
say that he went and it wasn't for him, and he can leave.
Yeah. No,
I mean, I love the line towards the third paragraph from the bottom. In this next chapter, I want to learn from humans, both professors and students, and not just from computers or textbooks. What?
he's been in high school. Who's been teaching? Has he had robot teachers all
Right.
throughout
He
his
said it was
education?
YouTube. He said it was YouTube that taught him.
Oh,
Did he ever say he dropped out?
no.
No. Yeah, he went to
No,
college.
he's in high school.
No, junior year. Yeah, classmates.
Yeah, he's in
He
high
graduated
school.
high school.
Yeah, he
That's
was
what
in
I'm
high
saying.
school.
Who has been teaching him? What have you learned? You've had all this contact with humans from 5 years old up to this moment, and now you yearn for education from humans. What are you doing? What are you talking about?
And also,
Yeah, it sounds like he's already super successful. He doesn't already need college from this personal statement.
and he's 18 right now, right? Which means he
Yeah.
graduated high school probably like a year ago or something.
No, this year. He's coming out this. No, well, I don't know how old this story is, but no, 18-year-olds are graduating this year. He graduated 18 from high school.
So it's not like he's been living in this life without any sort of schooling for a couple of years, and it's like, man, I missed it. He's like, he's just going from high school to college.
That's what I'm. What did you think? And he was like, oh, so he puts this list out of, oh, I didn't get in anywhere. You think people read that and thought, well, my thing is, what I always say is, college is a community. In addition to the education, yeah, they want to know you can make it through, you're going to graduate, but it's also a community. Or think of it like a really interesting party. You want to invite the most interesting guests you can invite. You want everybody in there wearing chinos, smoking cigars. doing the same thing. No, you want a funny person. You want a person who can play the piano. You want all these different things because you want this experience, right? And I know I'm oversimplifying, but when you're not exceptionally interesting, or when I won't even say that. I mean, it's just who they want to. It's like a club. It's like who they want to let in, right? It's like who they want to let in. It's just you don't earn it. You can work towards being a great student, but you don't earn. Oh, I got all these things, so they got to let me in. No.
We cut to a college admissions interview, and there's 3 candidates left. Okay, so you were the last 3 candidates that we want to interview today. There's 1 spot, so we can only take 1 of you. And we like to think of our college as kind of like a fun party. And so we need just like variety. I'm not allowed to say diversity anymore, but I like to say variety. And so we just need to know, like, what are you gonna bring to our fun party as a college? You know, what type of person are you? Are you a funny person? Are you a bad boy? What about you? You, sir? How about you go first? How about you, ma'am?
Oh,
Guess we got the quiet kid, huh?
Well, I have a really interesting story. My parents and I were on a cruise, and the cruise ship sank. I don't know if you heard about it. It was the Saint Marie Vicente off the coast of Nice in France, and the cruise ship sank, and we were on a raft. And
yeah, this is taking a while. How about we go to the next person? Yeah,
Yes,
person
I'll go. Jeez, I was falling asleep over here. I am one of the only people in history who has tried every flavor of Dorito chip.
Okay. There's some
All
rare
over the
flavors
world.
out there.
All over the world. I've actually
Even
made
in
a
Japan?
YouTube video. Even in Japan, they have a shrimp flavored Dorito chip. They have a Creole and squid flavored Dorito chip. It's pretty phenomenal. You can check my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel at John's Food and Treats channel.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to the quiet kid. What about you?
What about me? Well, I didn't know this was going to take this long. I left my babies next door. Actually, at the McDonald's.
Is that why that cop car's pulling up outside of the office?
Oh man.
And McDonald's is right next to the college.
What McDonald's on campus?
It ain't no place in there. It's just sitting.
All right, that is the Can't Tell Us Nothing show. Everybody gonna get on out of here. We do this every first and third Tuesday of each month, and also there's a show coming up, right?
You got it. Yes. Who's gonna talk about it?
Yeah, who's got the deets? Who's got the details?
Look at us.
The Riot Comedy Festival, right?
Yes, we will be performing at the Riot Comedy Festival on Saturday.
This Saturday, right?
This Saturday.
Do you know what time?
Looking it up.
Do you have a time?
It's coming. You keep asking them questions real fast.
Right. Next person.
Sometimes, but we were we capsized on the show.
It's Saturday at 5 p.m.
Yes. Where?
At Is it at? It's at Rudyard's Comedy Club.
Is it at? I don't think we're at Rudd's. I think we're somewhere else.
No, we're at
The Gordy?
Yes.
the other quarter. It's at 7. Friday, Saturday at 7.